Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to everyone in Camp Booster with Dia Shehzadi. And welcome to all of you in the third chapter of our ninth class, that is the periodic table and the periodicity of the periodic table. In the first part of our chapter, we just discussed about the periodic table, how it was designed, but in the new topic we are learning about the periodicity of the periodic table. How the periodicity of the properties is discussed, is measured in the periodic table. We can learn this as in the center of the picture. Here is the periodic table, but in the periodic table the elements are placed according to their increasing order of the atomic mass, and there are the few properties that describe their properties periodicity in the periodic table, as the ionization energy, electron affinity, electronegativity, shielding effect, ionization energy, and the atomic size and the atomic radius of the atoms that are related towards the properties of the periodicity of the periodic table. In this lecture, we are just learning about the properties of the periodicity that describe their unity or the uniqueness from the other properties of the periodic table. Let's move towards the atomic radius and the atomic size. We know the atomic size or the atomic radius of an atom is a very small and do not have the boundaries that fix their size, and there is a no shape for the atom that we can say that here is its starting and its end point is here. We can't consider it because the atoms are so small, particles are so small constituents that cannot have the fixed boundaries about their self. So it is difficult to measure their size of an atom, but common method that is determined to describe the size of an atom is to assume the atom as a spherical balls. We or just imagine that the atom is just a structure like a spherical balls are the spheres. When they lie closely to each other, they will touch each other. When we place the balls are the spheres in a regular pattern where they will touch each other, and then we will consider the atomic radius that will describe its atomic size for any atom. Okay, then what will we say about the atomic radius? Atomic radius is the half of the distance between the nuclei of the two bonded atom is referred as the atomic radius of an atom. Okay, if we consider for the any atom of the periodic table, here we are taking about the take the carbon atom as a element, single element carbon, and the distance between the nuclei of the two carbon atom in its elemental form is 140 or 154 picometer. It's measured in the half of the 77 picometer. Picometer is a units to describe, to cover the its measurement of the radius for the carbon atom. As we can see in the picture that here is a two atoms of the carbon that are touching each other. These are the sphere ball that we are just considering them. Imagine them that these will be, maybe they will be in the shape of the sphere. So it is just imagination, and when the distance between the two nuclei of the carbon atom, there is the 154 picometer. It's a 2, or it means that the atom are the radius of the two atoms of the carbon, and if we take the half of its self, then it will be the 77 picometer for each element of the carbon atom. So this is the periodic size or the periodic radius, atomic radius of the any element, and how its size, how its periodicity affect whenever we talk about the periods or the groups. Whenever we talk about the periods, we know the horizontal lines are the rows are the periods. When we move from the left to right in a period, although the atomic number is increasing, it's an increasing order because the only one element is increasing, but the size of the atom is gradually decreasing. It's a fact that when we move from the across the period, this size will be decreases. This is because of the increasing of the atomic number. The shielding effect or the effective nuclear charge increases gradually become the addition of the more and the more neutrons to the nucleus. As the atomic number increases in the nucleus, there will be the increment of the proton number that will make its effective nuclear charge. That is the positive part of any atom. If we could talk about the lithium, in the lithium there will be a single proton or a dual proton and a single neutron. If we are just imagining, and in the neon there will be 10 electrons now. So in the first shell there will be the 2 electron and then the 8. in the 8 shell will be the more effective. More 8 electrons are the more strongly attracted towards the nucleus due to its positively high charge of the nuclear effective nuclear charge in the atomic size of the neon. That is a gas. That is a noble gas. Because of the addition of the more and the more proton in the nucleus, but the other hand, addition to the electrons takes place in the same valence shell. There is a no addition of the nucleus or the shell that where the electrons are added. Across the period, there is no increment of the shell that describe its periodicity and the decreasement in the size due to its increase in the positive charge of the electrons of the atoms. This force pulls down the and contract the outermost shells towards the nucleus. For example, the period number 2 decreases from the lithium to noble gas neon. Okay, here we can see the second period element, that is the lithium, barium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and the noble gas neon. If we take the example of this second period, atomic radii that is starting from the lithium, it's a 152 picometer, and at the end of the neon this will be decreases up to the 69. It means it decreases about almost 60%. So what can we say? In the lithium there is not a huge number of the electrons or the protons in the nucleus of the outermost shell, but in the case of the neon, as we increases the atomic number, there will be the increasement of the nuclear effective charge in the center part of an element of the periodic table, and this will attract the electrons that are rotating or involving in the outermost shell of the electron. They will be contracted towards the nucleus because the nucleus has the more affinity to attract the electrons towards itself. So their size will be decreases from the left to right. And what will be happen in the groups? So let's move this. Okay, for the groups, what will be happens towards the group? The size of the atom and their radii increases from the top to bottom in the groups. Here is a big difference between the periods and the groups, that in the period the size will be decreases, but in the group this size will be increases for the bottom to the from the top to bottom. When we move from the top to bottom, there will be increment of the size of the periodic table. Okay, it will be because a new shell will increases are added to the successive periodic table. For the periodic, as we will increase the period number from as we move from the period is changing, and the downward columns that are called the groups, there is a gradual change in the shell number. There will be the increment. Okay, let's take from the example of the group first period, that is starting from the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and the cesium. From the rubidium and cesium, okay, we can say that the lithium has a 3 electrons, but its atomic radii is 152. Okay, now we move from the top to bottom. On the top here is a lithium, and at the bottom here is a cesium. Its atomic radius or the atomic size is the 265. It means it is increasing because every period has increasing a shell number that contributes towards the increasing number of the size. Here is a less effective nuclear charge in the periodic table of the nucleus, that of the periodic element, as well as we can, if there is a potassium and the rubidium. Potassium has only the 19 electron or the 19 positive charge vibes that will attract the nucleus towards electrons that are revolving in the outermost shell. They will be attracted towards the nucleus, and as compared to this, the rubidium will attract the electrons by the 37% effective nuclear charge, that is the more charge. And this will be what will be happen, that as the electron will increase and the intervening force that are revolving in around the nucleus, electron repulsion forces are the more excessive from the electron nucleus attraction forces in the across the groups. So this will be increment of the size in the period. As we move from the increase from the top to bottom, the atomic size of the element first reduces and the atom contract, and then there will be increment, and when we move from the left to right in the fourth period. Here is a compact form of the increment of the periodic table in the size from the top to bottom, and decrease in the atomic radii of any element from the left to right, as in we moves from the periodic table. So I guess you have done with this topic or with this lecture. So give thumbs up to my channel and subscribe my channel, like, share and videos to your friends. Take care of yourself and others. Thank you. Bye bye bye.